Today we're going to revisit an ABZAN sacrifice list that we built just a couple of weeks ago. Obviously it's going to look a lot different because of the recent rotation we just had, and we also got a big facelift in this deck with the Sarah Paragon. If you don't know, this is going to be an angel that allows us to replay permanent cards from our graveyard with mana value 3 or less back to the battlefield every single turn. Obviously they get exiled after being used for a second time, but we've got some really good early game value with the Willowgeist, Spirited Companion, and the Inspiring Overseer. Both the Companion and Overseer are going to be drawing us cards when they hit the battlefield. Obviously being able to replay those and drawing extra cards is even better. And then the Willowgeist is going to grow every single time something leaves our graveyard, which plays really well with today's deck, obviously. And then we splashed in a couple of 1 and 2-ofs of bigger creatures that might go beyond what the Paragon can bring back, but that's because we run out Vivien, which is going to be allowing us to sacrifice some of our creatures to go search for those bigger creatures in the late game and hopefully win the game. It's a really fun deck with this infinite loop of sacking and reviving that I think you're going to really enjoy, but there will be a full deck breakdown, of course, at the end of today's video, so stick around for that. And in the meantime, there's a link in the description below for the full deck list. And if you guys enjoy content just like this, if you wouldn't mind giving it a like, subscribe, all that good stuff, it's a free way to help support and grow the channel, and I'd greatly appreciate it. That being said, guys, enjoy. Peace. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today we have an ABZAN clan special. This one is this was going to be very reminiscent to the ABZAN list that I posted a little while back, where we were sacrificing things and getting some reoccurrence. We have the Paragon now, so it's going to help with this deck a lot. Opening hand here is a little scary, but I am going to keep it. I think it's doable because we have the Willowgeist plus Spirited Companion. Got a couple of good plays here. And this will be our swamp card, I suppose. We don't get another green source, which is a little unfortunate because I wanted to get this down. Yeah, let's go get a swamp. I think that's our turn 1 play for sure here, because we can't play out the Willowgeist on turn 1 anyways. So that means Spirited Companion is definitely going to be our 2-drop. And then we'll circle back to the Willowgeist down the road. So Spirited Companion, do your thing. What do we draw? Hopefully something good. Paragon, perfect. That's exactly what I needed there. That's exactly what I needed there. All right, so cut down hits us, no big deal. Paragon is about to make an appearance here pretty soon, and when it does, we'll be able to replay those. All right, let's hope for no sweepers, though. Obviously, Meat Hook Massacre comes to mind. Cut down again. Yikes. We gain 1 life, though. It's fine. A lot of cut downs happening here. Shieldred. I hate that card. All right. That's going to hurt us a lot. Let's see. Second green source, maybe. And then Paragon. I think that's fine. And then no attacks. No attacks. Might have to that's fine. We might have to hit the Seat of the Empire on the Shieldred at some point and get creative with the blocks to try to kill it. Shieldred is annoying, I can't lie. Very, very annoying. Let's go here. Gain some life here on this land drop and get a second green source? Yeah, our 3rd green source actually. All right, Paragon over the top, and then we can bait them into an attack here against our Willowgeist, and when they do, I'll hit them with the Seat. That'll be pretty good. That will be actually really good. Man, they've had some really good draws though off the top of their deck. Ay. All right, well, we're gonna gain a little bit more life again though. The Willowgeist does go to the exile pile, which does gain us a bit of life. Also, Willowgeist gets us 1 of life gain of its own. Tough, man. Tough. Could have killed it too. Could have killed the Shieldred on that last turn. Bummer. All right, well. What do we do here? Do we want to play out the Vivien? If we play out the Vivien, create a 4/4 maybe? Yeah, let's do that. Let's create the 4/4.
I'll show you city slickers how we handle things in the wild.
Attack.
But we're big.
All right. We're looking okay. We've survived now a Shieldred for this long and 2 Invoke Despairs. Really, really tough to do. But we're still at 8 life. We have a lot of life gain about to happen here. Obviously, the Paragon gaining us 2 life every single time something leaves the battlefield is fantastic. And that's going to be game, though. Shoot. That is probably going to be game. Actually, we have a plan here. We have a plan. Let's go ahead and get down to Sanctuary Warden. This might actually save us here. This is going to get rid of their Shieldred. This is going to get rid of Shieldred here. Go ahead and sack that. Dusk Mangler, where you at? Where you at, Dusk Mangler? Thank goodness. Stop the bleeding. Stop the bleeding, man. All right, they got us down to 3. We are gonna need to find another Paragon, which we can do with the Stomper, so that's great. And then the Paragon can hopefully get us back into this game. This is gonna be tricky, man. This is gonna be tricky, but we might be able to pull this off. We just might be able to pull this off. Stomper thins the deck out a little bit. Let's get another black source. Plus this. Oh my gosh, I can't believe we're actually potentially going to make a comeback here. Paragon comes into play. Opens up the door for a lot of life gain here. We drop these lands, just start, you know, feeding us life. We're going to have to gain 3 every single turn here with these. Putting us back into the game. Another Stomper. Just ramping it up here. Making some good potential blocks happen. And Dusk Mangler, let's go ahead and send it. If we send it, though, we have blocks here, we have blocks here, and we have a chump block in case anything goes awry. So yeah, send in the Mangler, see if we can kill the Saurian here, stop their card draw. And they block, fair enough. There goes their Tenacious Underdog. You're saying there's a chance. You're saying there's a chance. They play a second Underdog, that's fine. They're gonna draw a card, I'm sure. That's also fine. Oh, they sack it for a 2/3 flyer. I'll take it. I'll take it because they think that they could probably get through our defenses here with these flyers if they go wide. Yeah, all day. All day with that. Keep gaining that life. Ready? Here we go. Gain, 3 more life here. 3 more life. We need it. We need it. The Stomper being sacked here is pretty good because then it gets us another Paragon, but is that what we want to do, or do we want to go just create a token? I don't know. I don't know what the move is here. Let's attack and see what they want to do with this information because we got to kill this, right? Let's send this through here, see what they want to do. We have the Seat of the Empire. We have Malice, so we can get a little tricky here with this attack. Now, when we use the Malice, though, things come back tapped. We got to remember because I got a little bit screwed on that a little bit turn prior. It's actually a really good block for us because this is already tapped, and when it comes back, it's going to get us so much value. Let's go. Let's go. They're going to have to sack their last 2/3 flyer, discard the last card in their hand. This is going to be good stuff. And then we also get a Mangler back. This is so solid. Let's go. Last card in hand is a Liliana. Love that. And let's go and just create some bodies because we're going to need to go ahead and just, rush this, expedite this this damage out. I'm going to play this because like I just said, I got to expedite this going quick here. Going quick here. Yeah, create a 4/4. Let's just keep creating some bodies. Bodies.
We're gonna knock you down.
All right, we can play some Spirited Companions to draw some cards here. These are fine. I mean, they're just gonna create these basically to deal us the 2 damage that they, their meat hook's gonna provide them, and then draw 2 cards. All right, so how much damage do we have here? We have 6, 10, 18, 19, 20, 21 damage. Close to lethal, but not quite there. 21 damage. 21 damage. Let's see. I could gain 2 life here by sacking the Spirited Companion. That's also life gain, so that's good. Let's do it. Let's sack the Spirited Companion to gain some life, because we got to be careful, man. Our life total is very precious to us right now. We got to make sure we keep growing that life total as high as we can go. Here we go, back to 6. Another one, nice. All right, these are really clutch, actually, gaining us that little bit of life that we need. Junji. Junji's good, but I'm going to go and save it. We don't need it right this second. We don't need it right this second. We have Undying Malice. Send the whole squad, right? I mean, it would make the most sense to just send everybody here. Just really putting pressure on their life total. All right, they're down to 4. Scary game, man. Scary game. Moment of truth. Can they deal us 8 damage here? An Invoke the Spare would be pretty sad. That's fine. We don't care about that.
I take no joy in the slaughter.
We don't care about that. Don't care about that either. This is fine by me. All right, I am going to block with the Overseer. And then Malice it. I think that's fine. That way we gain a little bit more life even. Malice that. Say go. Bada bing, bada boom. We're back again. We draw another card. We gain another life. And we take 1, obviously, from the meat hook. So there's a net even there. And if that's their turn, they're toast. Let's go! Oh my god, what a first game, man. That's how you kick things off to start the video. Let's go. Now that was a fantastic first game. I got a little excited there at the end because that worked out really, really well. You know, almost dying and coming back like that always feels really good. So really happy with that. Seems like our deck can do some really good grinding. I mean, that's what it's designed to do, is just outgrind the opponent, hopefully in the late game. Mono Black probably does that better than anybody though. So, you know, things do have to kind of align. But it worked out, man. It worked out. Opening hand here again, not great with the heavy drop so early. This gets us a Plains and we're good to go. Yeah, this will work. This will work. We can get a little cheeky there with the Undying Malice too. I actually like that card a lot. All right, we grab a white source for sure. Gonna need double white for the Paragon. And already gaining some life. Looks like another mono black deck. I think I've played, like, honestly, on my way to Diamond 2, like 10 of these in a row. Mono black is everywhere right now. Kind of annoying, I can't lie. I'm going to be completely honest. Already kind of starting to trigger me a little bit that that's going to be the deck that I got to, you know, hate to see. All right, next turn we do have a Stomper, which is good too, because it can ramp us up into Paragon if we don't find a 4th land drop. I hope we do find a 4th land drop. But, all right, that's fine. If they only knew. All right, Stomper it is. Bada bing, bada boom. We get the double white source. And we're good to go on the Paragon. And we got a Broker's Hideout in the yard. Okay, so we can go Paragon and go into Broker's Hideout, get our 5th land drop. That's nice. That's really nice. I love that combination, actually. We'll see what they can do. Cut down is no good against us here with the Paragon and the Stomper. They're just too big, so. All right, Blood Pack says target player draws 2 cards and loses 2 life. That's a rough one. All right. Paragon in play. Broker's Hideout. Now we're going to gain 3 life, of course, because the Paragon's ability plus the Broker's Hideout ability. Back to 19. No attacks. Can't attack yet. We have 3, 4, 5 lands. We're going to need 7 in order for the Stomper to start attacking. So we still need quite a few more lands here. We do have another land in hand, though. So the land drops are going to be, you know, they're going to be flowing, which is great. Looks like they got an answer, though, for the Paragon, which is really sad. All right. Bit of a bummer, I can't lie. I needed that. Needed that to go. Let's see. War Chief seems fun because it gains us life. It's another body that if it dies, we get to create the I don't know. I don't know. I mean, it's a blocker. Let's go. Let's throw it out there. It's a blocker. Plus, I got the Malice, which I can get some extra value off of it when it dies. So we can block, Malice it, bring it back. We get a 4/4 body and another Workshop War Chief, which gains us even more life. I think that's a fine play. Invoke Despair. Let's do it now. All right, we sack the War Chief. War Chief gets us a 4/4 body. War Chief comes back to the battlefield, gains us that life back that we just lost. And now it's a 6/4 body. And we have a good blocker against a Tenacious Underdog, so good luck getting through that. And we find a Vivien. Love that. All right, Vivien comes down and does what exactly, though? Are we creating another 4/4 body, or are we trying to sack the War Chief? If we sack the War Chief, it is a 5-drop, so we would get our 6-drop, which would be the Warden. So let's send both of these. Bring down the Vivien. Sack the War Chief. And now that we have Vivien down too, and we have the Warden, we're actually not going to take a shield counter off the Warden here. That might actually be really important to keep those on there. So let's take a Vivien loyalty counter, because we're going to be plussing the Vivien a lot. And it pluses 2 every turn. So it's going to be plenty of loyalty counters to take from Vivien. And now we got a Stomper. Got a Stomper, and it's going to be able to attack now. We got, you know, we got 3 4/4 bodies and a Warden with, 2 shield counters. We're looking pretty good. Obviously, if they drop another land here, they have a good Meat Hook Massacre for 4, but it doesn't answer the Warden. Invoke Despair is fine. I mean, we do lose the Vivien, which is a little sad, but we do have a Warden that can produce us 2 more card draws. Plus Inspiring Overseer. These Path to Perils are no good to us unless we find another black source. See if this can do it. There's a black source, which means we can take care of that if we want to, but we will lose our 4/4 rhinos. Might be worth it though. Might be worth it. We'll see. Nope, they block. Cool. That answers that problem. Actually, I don't think it would have been worth it anyway, so I'm actually glad I didn't pull the trigger on that, because that discarding something in my hand is fine. We lose the Path to Peril anyways. We get another card out of it, so I think it would have been fine. All right, the opponent's in a lot of trouble here though. Always love beating mono black right now, man. Mono black, the way it plays feels so ugh to me, man. It's just been such a bummer to play against lately. All right, that's fine. I can't lie, I made a mono black list of myself though to try it out, and it is really, really good. Mono black is so solid. All right, we get to attack in with the Warden here. Ooh, another Stomper, huh? That actually helps a lot because we get the Vivien down. Stomper in play. A land. Which thins out the deck. We sack the Stomper. Bring in our Paragon. And now we're in business, baby. Let's go. All right, let's hope they don't have an answer for the Paragon, though. How did they kill it last time? They killed it with the March. They may have another March here. We're at 15. Shieldred comes down. I think that's the card I really despise the most in this deck. I think the rest of the deck I'm okay with. This card is so good. It is so good. I can't stand it, honestly. Constantly trying to work around not dying to the card draw is so bad. I will say this though. I do want to make a Shieldred deck though with Quasar. That'd be so much fun. That'd be a lot of fun. Yeah, they've got something here. Maybe another March and they sacrifice a black source out of their hand. Yep, another March, black source out of their hand, just like I thought. Okay, we do have the Overseer though, so we played the Overseer. We go ahead and, just get another Paragon here. Yep. Taking damage. Just taking damage. Paragon. Back on field. Stomper seems fine. Stomper seems like a fine idea. And we attack in here for sure. Loyalty off of that, so we can draw another card.
Fight over flight.
And then if they want to attack with the Shieldred because it has Death Touch, so be it. I will make a Seat of the Empire play on it and then block with the 1/1, hopefully killing it. Invoke Despair, fine. I lose Vivien though, man. I needed that. I needed that Vivien pretty bad. I also need this life gain from the Paragon. Very, very bad. All right, you know what? I may have to just sweep the board here. I hate that, but I may have to sweep the board here. Shieldred is just driving me absolutely nuts here. Path to Peril, fine. Please attack in. That'd be great. Just make my life easier. All right, we're going to try to bait them here because I can't deal with the Shieldred anymore. We're going to go ahead and swing in with everything. Swing in with everything here. They don't fall for it. Gosh, how annoying. All right, so if we send it here, I don't know what to do, man. If we send it, we just don't have ways to gain life right now, man. And us not gaining life has been very, very bad. Very bad thing right now. I hope we can close, man. I hope we can close. There's really no good angle here. There's no good angle to get around this gosh darn Shieldred, man. Nothing. And if they somehow can deal us, you know, 3 damage this turn, which is very likely, we're in trouble. The good news is if we get hit with, like, let's say an Invoke Despair, we have options to then sack, you know, the Stompers, and they can gain us life. I think we got it though. That's a good play line for us here, I think. Really? No attacks, huh? That's not enough. That's not enough. We are still alive. There it is. There's the scoop. I was doing the math here to make sure that it was all good here, but we had the Flyers going over the top for 8 alone. So, I mean, GG's. Wow. Another really close game, dude. This card is going to be a nightmare to deal with in the meta, man. It is so good, and it's so hard to get rid of if we don't have spot removal, which we don't, which maybe I should consider adding over the Path of Peril. Maybe Path of Peril is the wrong play. Maybe it's more of a spot removal we need to look at. But I was really thinking we were going to see a lot of mono red, which we haven't. We've only seen mono black, so maybe spot removal would be the play because we can outvalue them in the department of going wide. But I just don't know about mono red if we can beat them to the punch. I don't know. Yeah, so kind of picking up the idea where we left off here is the Path of Peril. I thought I'd see a little bit more mono red, you know, runes, those types of things. So Path of Peril being a really good choice for that to kind of keep us into the game and keep us alive. But, you know, we haven't been seeing any of that stuff. We've been seeing mono black nonstop. So cutting that for spot removal might be the play. I just don't know. I also don't know if I want to keep this hand. It just doesn't seem right. I don't think we can keep that. Wow. Get absolutely punished for it. Cool. All right, Path to Peril in hand. It may be the card we need. We don't know. Return 2 cards. A Vivien, man, it could get us back into a game quick, but I don't think we have the luxury of playing it, unfortunately. So let's go get a forest here. Yeah, this is not good. Having the double mulligan into an even worse hand is not great. All right. Willow guys, come on down. Let's go get another black source. Can we actually? We can't, huh? No. Nope. So let's get our double green. Actually, double white probably more important than double green. Vivien's the only double green. Double white, we have Paragon and we have Warden. So I think that's the move. Sending pack leader. There we go. That's a good find. That opens up the door for a cheaper Path to Peril. We're going to go ahead and just hold back the Willow guys here for blocks. Yeah, I mean, this is going to be a really good card here in this matchup, that's for sure. Hopefully they overcommit though. I need them to commit a little bit more to the board here. Maybe another 2-drop would be great. No? Okay, well, we got a second Path to Peril, which is fantastic. All right, get him out of here. Get him out of here. Fan-freaking-tastic. That should even out the odds here a little bit, you know, with them having way more cards in hand than us and not having to mulligan as much. That's a good card. That's a good card. So is that. We're gonna take one more hit, I think, from the Raiju. I think that's fine. Couldn't do anything about it anyways if I wanted to. I was thinking about maybe casting this out, but I actually can't. I need another land, and let's go. Let's go. Can they burn out a 4/4 Rhino? Highly doubt it. Thunderbolt or the new yeah, I think it's Thunderbolt was what it's called. I don't lightning strike, something like that. I don't think it can kill that, so it's a 3-powered burn spell, so we can at least get a body down here, I think, and make a good block. Hopefully, again, what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to bait them into playing more creatures out and then Path to Peril and get a much better value off of it. We're down to 5 life total though, so that's not good. I think we win this matchup very easily had we not had to mulligan twice. All right, so the Raiju is gonna come down, get another 1/1 counter, no big deal. We block. All good. All good. Paragon. Yes, please. Yes, please. Life gain galore. We love that. Let's get another green source. Absolutely. And let's create another Rhino. Let's block one more time before we start sacking things here. And then hopefully we get a good creature off the top that we can sack. I'm getting a little more excited now though, so I'm sitting up a bit here. Raiju's gonna start dealing passive damage though off of the Beast Caller. I could sack the Paragon here and gain 3 life when I get the you know, the Rhino in, but I don't know if that's the move. They could, in theory, only kill one of these if I double block this. Obviously, they take the Paragon, but I mean, is it worth it? Is it worth a double block to lose the Paragon? I don't think so. I don't think so. Another land off the top. Brutal. Brutal. Okay, well, I think we're going to +1 on the Vivien here. And look for a creature here, because Vivien mills 5 cards, puts any number of creature cards into our hand, so that's pretty good. Let's go and do that. Give me some goodies. 2 Wardens is good, but not what I was looking for. I mean, they are good though, so we're gonna go ahead and get these in here. And then what's nice about the Warden is it has 2 shield counters, right? And we don't have to use them. We can actually just keep using Vivien's loyalty over here. And we don't attack. Actually, we do attack. We're not going to block, right? Let's just go ahead and attack in here. We'll use the double block on the Raiju. We draw into a Spirit Companion. I don't know if that attack was correct. I think that might have been incorrect, but we'll see. We'll see. Another Beast Caller. I think we're taking the lead here, though. I think we've got this this game back under control. It took a little while, but I think we're back under control here. Yeah, the Raiju's just going to go and plus itself so it doesn't die to a double block here, obviously. And so we just hit it with the 1/1 chump block. Double down on the Warden seems pretty fun. I could sack the Warden too. Oh, never mind. There goes Vivien. I needed that. I was going to say I could sack the Warden, but they screwed that idea up. All right, let's go with the cheap side of Path to Peril for 3, and then 3, 4, 5, 6. Seems fine to me. Seems fine to me. And now if I can just find Dusk Mangler, we're in really good shape. Actually, we'll hold on to that. We'll hold on to that to stop the Raiju from attacking in here, because they don't have a good attack here anymore. Okay, now they do. They didn't have a good attack, now they do. Oh, what a bummer. What a bummer. All right, fair enough. Well, we do have lethal if we swing in all here. Let's see what we draw off the Spirited Companion. What a top deck for them, huh? Halana of all things. What a nightmare. All right, let's get that a little bit bigger. Yeah, do we attack with both here? I think we do. I think we try to close the game here, right? Because it forces a block from Halana to save them from death. And so if we swing all three of these here, they clearly block here. They bounce it off of this. And we're left to... Yeah, let's just swing in both of these. I think that's fine. All right, fair enough. We got plenty of blockers down low. Plenty. And we did just draw into another Willow Geist, which is fantastic because it does gain us life. And our turn, if for some reason they have, you know, an enchantment artifact, something like that come down, we have the Beseiju. Nothing like that comes down. They do get a Beast Caller, though, which is going to get haste and a counter, I'm sure. Or not. They're just going to keep stacking the Raiju. Interesting. They definitely lose the game now. I think they would have lost it either way, but giving their new creature haste would have probably been the play there. All right, GG's. We did it, guys. We closed that one out strong. Let's go. Huge. Very huge. Let's go. Path to Peril actually came in clutch that time. All right, one last game for the road, and we'll make it a good one, hopefully. Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. Do we go Path to Peril? Do we go spot removal? I just don't know. I'm just seeing so much mono black these days, man, and just Sheoldred is just such a monster. Such a monster. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see what we got here. What are these hands that I'm getting dealt on the opening, man? What's going on with these? All right, this is a little bit better, I suppose. Hopefully the Spirited Companion can get us there. I'm praying. Man, I don't know. I don't know. All right, Broker's Hideout. Let's get the old planes on the board. And then we'll go ahead and play obviously the Glade, but the Glade's gonna come in tapped, which is a bit annoying. So I'm hoping the best possible thing we can get here is an on-tap land. Nope, we don't get it. The next best thing we get here is an on-tapped green land. That way we can get the Topiary Stomper down and ramp up a little bit here. Yeah, I didn't think we were gonna get that lucky. All right, Spirited Companion, come on, we need you here. Find us a land. Find us a land. We need it bad. Come on. Gosh darn it. All right, well, we're in trouble. We're in trouble. I don't know what these last two games have been with the mulligans and the bad hands, but it is what it is, man. It happens, but it's just so unfortunate because we have answers like Spirited Companion to hopefully get us an extra card to find us that extra land, but sometimes it doesn't work out, man.
One of your friends has to leave.
Okay, try this again. Let's try this again. All right, land. Oh, come on. All right, well, yikes. We wanted to end this game strong, end this video strong, but I don't know if that's gonna happen now. Which card's not gonna be good here? Probably Path to Peril, I would assume. I mean, it is good here, but unfortunately, the other cards we have here are a lot better. Two Evolved Sleepers. I am going to make a block here, save us some life total. Path to Peril looking a lot better now. A second Evolved Sleeper comes in. All right, Stomper it is. We gotta ramp here. Need a second white source. Paragon can come in and get us our Broker's Hideout, which is then going to start A, the life gain train, and B, the ability to hit our land drop. So I think that's the move. Sheoldred is down. Man, that Path to Peril's looking so good. I wish I would have thrown that away. That would have been such a good card right now. Bummer, man. Bummer. Bummer. All right, let's go. Paragon. Broker's Hideout. Gaining us a boatload of life here, but not necessarily enough. Because Shieldred's just going to eat it away like it's nothing. I mean, we could get lucky. We could get really, really lucky here and find a Path to Peril off the top, because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, I guess it wouldn't be enough mana to cast for its cleave cost anyways, though. But it would be helpful, man. It would be helpful. Ah, we're dead. Shieldred hits us for 2 here. Oh, brother. What a terrible start. What a terrible decision on my part to throw away the Peril. Unfortunate. Mono black, again. Who knew? Who knew? All right, we do have to play one more because that one was very quick. Very, very quick. So we had to throw in one extra bonus game here. Sorry, guys. All right. Oh, another weird start here. We do need a very specific land to hit. If we do, though, we're good to go. Don't need a specific land to hit. I guess the Paragon is playable if we find any land. Another Evolved Sleeper. Gosh darn, mono black, dude. I don't get it. I don't get it. I know it's powerful, but give it a rest. You know what I'm saying? I don't like having 3 stompers here when they're unplayable. There we go. Now I love having 3 stompers here. Absolutely love 3 stompers here. Fantastic. All right, let's do that. 2, 4, 5. We're about to have 6 lands. Followed up hopefully with the 7th. And the stompers can then start wreaking some havoc with their attacks. I love that they have vigilance too, so they can put some pressure on and also protect our life total. Looks like they have some removal for it though. Soul transfer, totally fine. Obviously that exiles it, which is a bit of a bummer, but that'll be all right. All right, so Paragon seems like a good play here because then we can get back the Willow and then I don't know, is that the play? I think so. Get the Willow going, because once the Willow gets big enough, obviously it's going to gain us a boatload of life. So if we can get this thing to be absolutely massive, that'd be great. But they do have another soul transfer. Yikes. Okay. That's tough. That is tough. All right. Well, what do we do here? Do we go? I think I'm going to go here and hopefully hit another land drop. That'd be phenomenal. But nice. We get a land. It's not the land we were looking for. It's a tap land, but it's good enough. We could have played the Stomper, obviously, to get the land guaranteed. But I think this was fine. No attacks because I need to sack this to the Vivien is essentially what I'm ultimately shooting to do here. This is a much different mono black deck though. It's not nearly as scary, it feels like. All right, another green source. Not bad.
Go ahead and run.
Get my 2 damage in there. Paragon comes in.
Dog world out there.
And now the Evolved Sleepers can attack. Oh, come on. Drive me nuts, man. This removal tribal garbage. Gosh darn it. All right, well, that's fine. This is going to get pumped up to a 2/2 or 3/3. Either way, Vivien survives, so be it. We got a Stomper next turn and then Vivien pluses, so Vivien will be in good shape.
Do you really want to do this?
Let's do it. Stomper's in. Stomper gets a green source. We plus on the Stomper. Bada bing, bada boom. Paragon's in. This leaves the battlefield. Willow guys finally starts to grow a little bit. Now the synergies of this deck are going to start to show. They're online now. They're going to start to really bear fruit for us here with these just cycling effects of the graveyard. All right, so we don't want Vivien to die though. We really kind of need it. Oh, okay. That's fine. I thought they were gonna go for Vivien there. That if they had attacked Vivien, that would have actually been very tough for me to make a decision on because they could have given this death touch at any point and it would have been bad blocks for me all around. So glad that things went that way. So by the way, Willow Geist gets a 2-for-1 special here. Every time a creature leaves the battlefield, it goes to exile, which leaves the graveyard. So it's gonna trigger twice per card that comes out of the graveyard. I'm sure you guys have noticed that by now, but you know, kind of how you know, we hit the obscure. Actually, hold on. What are we gonna do here? I think we're gonna actually do the milling mechanic here, because again, it triggers the
Hunt is only beginning.
Willow Geist. Let's go. Huge. Okay. So Obscura. Really thinning out the deck here, man. Just absolutely thinning the deck to an oblivion. And then Junji seems like a fun play. So there's a Stomper. I mean, we're just dialed in now. We're absolutely dialed in now. Attack here. Actually, we don't care about the life gain, do we? Just put some pressure on him? Yeah, let's put some pressure on him. All right, let's go. Let's go. Junji can make a good block, and then when it dies, we steal some other stuff from the graveyard. We don't have... Oh, we have another Paragon we can bring back. That's fantastic. Yeah, Stomper can go. We do lose Vivien. That's a bit, you know, a bit sad, but they're gonna have to play defensively now, though. They can't really attack into me, so there's the GGs. Let's go. All right, that's a much better way, much better way to end today's video, man. Let's go ahead and break this thing down. That will conclude today's gameplay portion of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. We're going to break the deck down now in full and show you guys how we built it. But before I do so, I want to give a huge shout out to everyone who's made it this far into the video. I do appreciate that very much, and it helps a lot here with the YouTube algorithm when you stay this long. So I do appreciate it. With that being said, let's take a look at today's build and show you how we did this. So we've obviously have a good bearing on this deck because of our previous ABZAN list we did. It's very similar in a lot of ways. Obviously, Vivien is one of the main build arounds in today's deck of being able to sacrifice our creatures, bring something better in, and hopefully generate a ton of value in that way. And then we've got a new card with the Paragon, which I think might be a little bit better than the Extraction Specialist. Now, the Extraction Specialist was the card to take over the Sarah Paragon's position of being able to bring things back from the graveyard. But I think this does it slightly better. It's a better body. It's obviously a flying angel, and it gains us a bunch of life when these creatures leave the battlefield, which turned out to be very important, especially when you have these you know, sacrifice lands that leave the battlefield immediately, go straight to exile, giving us that 3 life gain a turn, which is so big. But I end up liking this one a lot more, right? And it's also in the 4-drop slot, which does open up the you know, the Vivien +2 on the Paragon to bring in things like the War Chief and the Junji. And then also from there, you know, we sack those 2 things, which we want to be sacrificing those things because they give us value when they die, and then bringing in things like the Warden and Mangler to close out the game. We saw a really nice combination between the Warden and being able to take a loyalty off of Vivien, which is really cool. The early game was the easy part. We really wanted to make sure we had Spirited Companion, the Overseer for card draw, just constantly churning out these, you know, these creatures that draws cards when they hit the battlefield. Also being able to bring back, you know, permanence of value 3 or less, as opposed to, I believe, let me just double check here so I don't misspeak here, but I believe the Extraction Specialist only brings back mana value 2 or less. It does. So this Paragon is better in that sense as well, which opens the door for things like the Overseer and the Stomper. The Stomper being able to, when it enters the battlefield, give us more land is always super helpful. So there will always be value to be had when the Stomper hits the battlefield as well. And then I wanted to try out the Willow Geist because I feel like I had a missed opportunity with this one on the last one we did, because it works so well with this deck, especially because when the land, like we saw, hits the battlefield and comes out of the graveyard, it goes straight back into the graveyard, being exiled. It goes out of the graveyard again, giving this 2 counters every single turn. It works so good with today's deck. And then of course we had to splash in a sweeper, Path of Peril, because we're not exactly going extremely wide in any form. So I mean, mono red and stuff can get through pretty quickly, so especially because Stomper can't block right away, and these aren't exactly great blockers early on, so Path of Peril to be able to sweep the board is really important. And I splashed in 2 Malices because the Malice makes a lot of sense here for me too, because a lot of times we want to sacrifice the Paragon off the Vivien, so I added the Malice in here to bring the Paragon back to life, and then immediately go find our 5-drop where we can then continue to pump it up and try to win the game off of our bigger Wardens and Dusk Manglers. But yeah, guys, that's the idea of the deck. I hope it makes sense. I mean, it's a pretty simple idea of trying to sacrifice your own things, bring them back to life. There's a lot of value to be had in that over and over, as far as you know, value of grinding out the game in the late game and trying to gain enough life to outlast your opponent and then hopefully beat them down with your bigger things. But yeah, man, it was a fun deck. I hope you enjoyed. Before I get out of here though, and we you know, close this out, I just got to say huge shout out to the Mardu Mob. If you guys don't know, the Mardu Mob is the membership program here on the channel. And so these people help support the channel through their monthly memberships. And I always got to give them a huge shout out at the end of every video to let them know how much I do appreciate their support. It means the absolute world to me. It helps so much with the growth of the channel. So gotta let them know how much I actually do appreciate them. So thank you guys. I appreciate it a lot. And with that being said, guys, don't know if this is coming out Thursday or Friday. We do have a special deck budget list coming out. I don't know when that's gonna hit, but anyways, if it is Friday, happy weekend, guys. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I hope to see you back here for another video on Monday. Until next time, guys, peace.
Hit him 3 times like a hat trick. Yeah. The name is Swayze, no Patrick. If you play him, then it's tragic. Hit him with the mythic, yeah, that's magic. Yeah, MTG, that's what you'll see if you like and subscribe. With the upload, man, man, all of the time. Coming with the best decks, this is the meta. This ain't cheap.